Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to give some basic informations for yourself to work and practice and experience this journey and understand something. So through that understanding, you can develop some kind of wisdom. So that wisdom will show you that your practice is right or wrong. So otherwise, there is no way that we can teach meditation. We can share the informations, and out of that information, it is your responsibility to build up the practice. So when you build up the practice, it is just not one moment of effort you put into practice, and again and again, again and again, in many different ways, you have to use it. So especially there are two ways that you have to develop your awareness. And then by the time you have to mix this both together. So one is we call the tranquility meditation. So in the beginning, you have to develop the skill to tranquilize the mind. Keep the awareness and developing undisturbed mind and having very clear recognition. So if you focus to something, you stay with it. Even 1 minute enough. But that 1 minute, you have to give your best. So that is where you need the practice. Because what you believe or what you think, and even sometimes what you know doesn't work when it comes to practice. So it's how you use this all together and bring the outcome. It's going to change that what you know. So then when it comes to practice, then that 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, so whatever the moment, whatever the time period that you practice, so remember to develop it, develop the quality of it. And when it comes to that, like the iron-smith, goldsmith, hitting something or to make an ornament, or maybe some kind of jewelry or some kind of tool, just hitting one time, it's not going to appear suddenly. It's not a kind of like a magic hit that you can hit and then all the ornaments going to appear or any tool going to appear. It needs the moment by moment effort, that put the effort and be with it, and the recognition, and according to that recognition, the way you use the strength, the angle you use the strength, it's totally different. So then that moment by moment effort you put it to your own inner practice going to give you the result. So that is what out of the practice you develop. So then you look into you and go deeper into your own mechanism of the mind and start to see how it works. So when you see that, don't think this is me, I am, or kind of like that way. You have to recognize the mind as a part of the nature. Because if you think, oh, this is my mind, I am, this is me, I am doing this, then that whatever the practice come out of your self-identity, it doesn't it doesn't help you to go deeper. Because the very reason with the self-identity, it match with something. And once you match it, it makes you very limited. Your identity makes you limited to your body, your feelings, your name, your skills. It makes you limited. When you become limited, in that limited mind, you can't go deeper. So, but very being itself, yourself, you become unlimited. No boundaries in you when it comes to very being. So, through the meditation, you have the ability to reach to that level from the beginning. Because in day-to-day life, in this conventional life, we always dealing with identities. Always we go with the comparison from here to there, from this to that. So that comparison brings us some kind of point of views. And that point of views depend mostly according to our own interest. So then look into you deeply. And even though you have many ideas, thoughts, look into you. There is something keep happening in you. Maybe you never aware about it. You never track it. You never recognize that. That what is happening underneath is not belong to anything. So little bit tap into that and see. Because going to that level, you have to get out of your mental boundaries. We are so comfortable and we are so limited and we are so smart to make that boundaries within us. So then little by little, when you come to your practice, remember yourself to uplift it little by little. And so one thing, when you sit for yourself, when you start to practice, the very important thing you have to remember to develop the self-reliance and take the fully responsibility. Take the fully responsibility and put it to your awareness. When it comes to your recognition, there is no someone else going to help for you, or by the time there is no anything, any living being or anything going to help you. Even you attain to the liberation of the Buddha, there is no one going to help you in deeper in your consciousness. So that's why what you recognize without depending from someone or something, completely take 100% responsibility, moment by moment, moment by moment. Give your best, be with it, 100% responsibility, you take it. And in that very moment, your awareness becomes more sharp and clear and stronger. So that will help you to have the personal growth. Because when it comes to that personal growth, regardless of external circumstances or influences, you are capable to move forward. That is what you need. Because most of the time, look, when you start to do something, and how many these outside situations, circumstances, or the other's opinion affect you, especially the people very close to you. So in the beginning sometimes, and they are help you, but by the time, it's a kind of like you have to be there for, to maintain their emotional needs. It's happened, you know, it happened to, especially in the family life. So giving that strength to other person, and at the same time, having that strength within yourself, even though other things we share and we do things, but can you withdraw from that all when it comes to your practice or your readings or that any kind of that, whatever you do for your personal growth, can you withdraw from that emotional dependency and find the gap or create the space for you? Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, you always have to depend on that, and by the time you give up that all, remember, there are millions reasons will come for you to give up your own personal growth. Million reasons will come. You start to do things for outside things. And you start, so that's why it is your personal responsibility to recognize and find the gap. And then another thing is, remember this, having this emotional resilience is very important. And having this, your physical, mental balance, yourself, and at the same time, giving that balance to others, by the time you are going to gain it as a reward by the time. But remember yourself, for your emotional needs, if you use somebody or something, by the time you are the one who going to get tangled to that emotions. So then it is important yourself, by the time when you practice yourself, especially when you sit for practice. In that moment of practice, you give your best to that. No comparison. So in tranquility meditation, you have to develop that. So little by little, 1 minute enough. But you have to remember that 1 minute, are you prepared for that? And then in that 1 minute, Once you start that, it's not 59 minutes, the seconds. It's 60 seconds. You can't go 50 seconds and give up the last 10 seconds. No. That 60 seconds, you have to complete it. Try 1 minute. Complete 100% focus to anything. If you can get the breathing, it's okay. Even you tight your fist, it's okay. Even you look at your finger or anything, you get any kind of mental object to you, 1 minute, you give up everything. Even you die in that very moment, you be with it. No any kind of emotional agitations. No any kind of mental cuddling with ideas. That is where you mastering your practice. So then by the time what happened, it's become your spiritual ground. That is what you need. Deeply, invisibly, you develop, it is in you. Like, you know, this high-rise building, they have a kind of like a helicopter pad. Like some major airports close to that, the most of the freeways, and sometimes they make it kind of like suitable for emergency land. So like that, you develop your life, you be with others, but deeply underneath, invisibly within yourself, you develop a very spiritual ground, because it is very necessary. Why? Because in day-to-day life, with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with this, the perception we perceive is a perceiving. That's why it's called perception. It's perceiving. You have no power over it. Remember that. You have no power over this existence. You can close your eyes for how long, but this, look at your ears, look at the nose, you look at your body, the sensation, you have no power over it. You look at your mind, you know, you can close your eyes, even maybe you can put earbuds, so for a while you can put something to your nose, but look at your mind. It can drive you crazy. Even 7-star, you know, very comfortable, that hotel, $1 million expensive bed, you lie down and you sleep. And in the middle of the night, deeper in your mind, invisibly, no one knows, your dreams can drive you crazy. You have no power over it. So you have to understand that. But that practice moment of the ground that you develop give you the place for you to be. So then whatever this outside thing, whatever we deal with perception, it's okay. Because that is the world. This whole part of the world. This body, the food, we depending from the food come from the ground. We have no power over it. This any body, this any muscles, we have no power over it. It has a more relationship to the ground than our thoughts or the ideas we believe as me. and the air, and we don't know from where it comes. Look, the very moment of here touch, we take it as inhalation. But look, that it is not directly wiring, kind of like a direct line of air to your nose. No, it's this entire universe is in front of your nose. Entire universe. So when you inhale, this entire universe is kind of like it's kind of like a go through your nose, like you know, this universe go through a black hole. It's like that. Just imagine, you know, just look. When you inhale in front of your nose, that from where that inhale comes? That air, how much air, and from which place, from which direction it comes? You can't catch it like that. And when you exhale, the same then. So from your inside, which part of organ this exhalation comes? You think only one organ? It's only lungs? What about other organs? So inhalation means, just imagine, in the inhalation means the entire universe come to you. Exhalations means this entire body go towards it. So just imagine then both this together, synchronizing, mixing moment by moment, and you have no power over it. So the mind always then go with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind bound to this outside perception. How far you have to go? There is no limit for that. It's unlimited. But in this very moment, if you come to your awareness and you focus to something, what will happen? That entire universe energy and all this that internal, all the energy come around it. Just imagine. So that is the power of the awareness. So that is why when you develop that awareness, that your spiritual ground, in any situation, in any unbalance, in any calamities, you slowly settle down to that. You need it. It's a kind of like an emergency landing pad. You have, once you have it, you're safe. It's not an emergency exit. It's different. It's you landing. So once you develop that, from that point, you can increase the awareness. Because to develop the awareness from the beginning, not after you mastered it, but from the beginning, you need a place. That's why practicing is very important by the time. So now you have a place for you, and you know how to settle down with it. 100% you are confident with it. And now from there, once you sit into that and your awareness, you can expand. So then by the time when you develop that, and your awareness becomes sharper, this anything is no need anymore. Because that awareness is you develop, and it's kind of like a tranquility state. You go to the vipassana level thoroughly, deeply. You go into deeper and observe it from every angle. How it kind of like you work with it, like how the bulldog play. Because when it comes to bulldog, they don't have any method once they start to bite. They use their maximum power with all the teeth. And anything, whatever possible, they get it. So your mind become like that. When it comes to vipassana level, that is what I mean. Then you go to the depth from each and every angle, and you have no method. You don't follow any method anymore. You're completely free. But you are developed the very maximum highest alert and strength, accuracy, clarity. In that very moment, there's nothing can miss. So once the mind gets into that level, you are capable to, it is not about outside. Don't misunderstand. It's nothing to do with outside. You're not going to observe about outside things. You are deeply go into deeper into you, and you can understand how this life happening like this. So that is where you gain the clarity regarding the very being yourself. And it will help you to get out of the self-identity. And you become free from all the theories, methods, patterns, the habits, that's everything. And that is why you experience the pure consciousness. So then remember, in the conventional level, develop yourself, your personal growth is important, self-development is important, but not to go with emotional tangles, or not to have more and more and more mental huddling with thoughts or the ideas. You have to develop this emotional resilience with mental physical balance, and develop deeply inside you a very strong spiritual ground. And then you can nourish it from different angle. It is not with only meditation. Generosity, and the very foundation of the wisdom, listening and opening your mind, and at the same time sharpening your attention, and at the same time that taking away our intrapitable actions, that whatever we have within us, purifying yourself, dropping certain things day by day, little by little, even having an idea, oh, one day I have to stop this. That's good. That's important. Maybe you don't need to do it today, but keep it repeating like a mantra. I will stop this. I will stop this. I will stop this. So by the time one day, you will see it already gone. Why we do most of things? Because it's not just action. We mentally keep repeating, thinking, dreaming, building our mind with that. That's why it happened as action. You saw if you develop that, whatever you want to purify from you, get out of from you, you think one day I'm going to give up this, I'm going to give up. This is enough for me. I'm done with this. So by the time it's going to go away. So like that, around that spiritual back, the ground, or the practice, and develop other things little by little. So then you will see deeply, your change happens day by day. So that change is the important. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left hand, neck head straight in one line. Be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, oh, may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to acknowledge that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens to the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it. with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Tavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Maya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammam Pujemi Sangham Pujemi Addaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadhi Maranam Ha Paribundisami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkaya Vahang Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamunchatu. Bless you.